Hello, welcome back to part 3 of the Westie. Just want to mention this, I know it's got nothing really to do with the Westie as such, but I'm just going to mention it very quickly because it's a bit sad, and it's, you know, on Saturday I was finishing filming this, the last part 2. I'm pretty sure I didn't catch any of it on video, but we heard somebody shouting for help. As I was finishing off the filming, I'm not sure what part of the filming it was, but it was Saturday. As far as I know, you don't catch none of this in the video. I couldn't hear it anyway. But I looked at the door and I couldn't hear nothing, so I come back in here and I was fiddling around, and I noticed Heidi had gone missing. And you know when you get that feeling something's not right, so I went indoors and come back out and I was looking everywhere for her, and it just didn't feel right. So I'm going to cut it down because it's, like I say, it's nothing to do with anybody really. It's just that I was doing Westwood at the time. So I went out again looking for her at the front of the house, and I could hear people but I couldn't make out where people were. And as I looked round, an ambulance pulled up, and I twigged her then, and she was doing chest, you know, the old pumping stuff on a neighbour across the road, bloke across the road. Unfortunately didn't make it. You know, they tried the hardest. There was Heidi and another neighbour, a young girl down the road, and then his missus, and they tried the hardest but he didn't make it. They had 7 paramedics out here. I think it was at least 7, I don't know. Trying, and obviously, you know, bits happened. We moved him to get him so they can get working better and stuff like this. But like I say, yeah, nothing we could do. So at some point on this machine, I am going to have to put, I'm going to put a little something for him on it, you know, because it was his machine we're working on. I just want to say, paramedics and everything, brilliant, and unbelievable what Heidi and the little girl across the road did. They worked really bloody hard. They did everything they could, but yeah, that's all I'm going to say on it. That's life, and when your time's up, your time's up. You know how it is. But right, let's get on with the build. Right, welcome back to part 3. You see, yeah, I can just about see the screen now. Still on top of the camera, we will get it sorted. Yeah, so all I've done so far is I've took the steering arm off, what goes across here. Right, so hopefully you can see it. Because one of the problems with this was the steering was really stiff, well, in the end, you know. So I took that off so I can find it. The front end is fine. Hopefully you can see everything. Yeah, the front end's fine on it. It's this bit here, but the steering column goes into. I can't move it by hand, but I can move it if I hit it. That's how sort of rusted up it is. I believe there's bearings, I guess there's bearings in there. I remember changing some of one before, so a long time ago. What, probably 8-9 years ago. On another machine obviously. But yeah, so we'll get that off. But today's or tonight, I'm going to get the back axle off, trans axle off, and the front axle off, and then I might obviously get the rubber. I think get the rubber mats off first, and then take it outside, see if I can get the power wash to work, wash it down, and then we can get the trestles out, put it on the trestles, and it'll be all ready to weld up, and we can start welding out. Oh, talking of welding. Paul, don't know, I can't remember the last name. Paul, somebody has messaged me. Looking forward to me doing some welding and advice. I don't know if you've watched many more videos. Paul, I'm not a welder. I'm absolute crap at it. It sticks it together. It's all my welding does. Okay, so yeah, don't watch me for welding advice or nothing like that, because I've got none to give, because I'm not a welder. I did give Paul a list of channels that were good for welding, and if you look at the comments on the last video, you'll see that. But Paul, please don't take any notice of what I do for welding, because I can do bird shit, if you know what I mean. But, it did make me sort of chuckle when I read it. Yeah. But yeah, mechanical stuff I'm fine. Welding, metalwork's all new to me. So it's all good. Right, let's get on with it. Right, as far as I'm aware, there are 6 bolts holding this axle in, nuts and bolts. So you've got 2 at the front that go down the brackets on the front of it, and you've got 2 in each axle hanger. I don't know how we can see that. Probably too dark to be honest with you. But you've got 2 there. And my plan is, let's get back a bit. Good idea going back when you sit down. The idea is to drop it on that sump guard. So I'm going to put a jack underneath it with a bit of wood. Well, maybe just put it on the jack, it ain't going to hurt it. Put it on this so jack holds it while I do everything, and then just the idea is to lower it down, and that should be the transaxle out. Don't see anything else holding it. So, but I know the bolts are rusty as hell, and they're going to be a little bit of a bastard to undo. Yeah, that reminds me. I looked at my age thing with my viewers, and it says that nobody watches this under the age of 24. So that's good, because that means I can swear and nobody's going to give a shit, are they? So yeah, right. So let's get this back axle off. Right, I've took them bolts out. I can't see nothing else hooked on it. It's quite sort of funny light in here because it's getting dark. Well, it's not dark, it's bright sunshine outside still, but it's about 26 at the side. But because it's so bright out there and dark in here, I've shut the door so that you know, the light don't come in and blind you, sort of thing. But God, I could do that door being open, it's me in. Okay, hold your gloves on and see what happens. It's got these brackets on either side just to hold the guard. I'm hoping that they will move back when I let it down. I can move it back. Get the jack down. Bloody thing, I just watched that one go back, spring back on as you see it. There you go. I'll tell you what, this is going to be hooked on it. I didn't think of that, did I? The spring for the... Oh no, that's off, that's alright. That's okay, brake spring. Yeah, that's off. That's off. Just lower it down. Slide jack. Got the belt around it still, but it's obviously not connected to the other end. It's caught around something, huh? Slide forward. Get the belt off there. So I hope you can see this. Let me get back on there. Right. Stay there. Right, that's all the angle of the dangle. You want to be a bit close. On tracks, peers. Right, so we're putting these in a parts wash, clean it up before we lock it. Oh, it's made it a bit lighter. Just got to pick up my nuts and bolts. My bolts are still in through here underneath the gear because the plate's in the way for the axle bolts to come out. That's only a circlip to hold that one in. Be easy to put a chain. Mind you, it's got some bloody movement in there, hasn't it? it's like it's got a keyway, but the keyway's, the actual key's tore out by the looks of it. It's got a hell of a lot of travel in that pulley. We'll sort that out. We'll sort it out. Not a problem. Right. Right, we move to the front axle. There is 7 nuts and bolts to take off. 3 at the top, 2 for the side, 2 up underneath at the bottom. But I guarantee they're going to be rusted solid. And my cordless impact is knackered. I'm trying to think, somewhere I've got an air impact. I can't think where it is. It's not in here. So might be in a place where I store a few bits, but yeah, I won't find that tonight. So I'm going to sort of get on with this next. Hopefully I'm going to get this done tonight. Like I say, I'll be videoing over a couple of days anyway. So we'll crack on with this now. Right, as you can see, I've got the axle off. Not too bad at all, really. Yes, I thought there'd be a lot more crap in there than what there was. It all fell out. And obviously a little bit in the front panel, but not too bad at all. Pretty good, pretty good. Let me sit down here. Right, as you can see, they leave these open. What they do is, obviously that's a flatbed plate, and they punch it all out, punch that hole in there, and then they fold it over and bend the flap round and weld it. On the back, they don't have all this, that goes to there, and they weld that solid. You can see it from this angle, back. I think I did show you in the other video. And this can tow 760 kilos with a tow bar weight of, I think, 25 kilos, something like that. What is about 70 odd pound in it, or something like that. So it's like normal drawbar weight. So we've just that welded. But obviously, what I'm going to do is weld that, and I'm going to put a bigger gusset in behind it, because this gets all, you hit me wheelie and then hit a hole or anything, it all goes back. I mean, not saying it ain't solid, because it is. But that axle, that got no pivot in it at all. But I'm wondering if it was just been done up, because the bolts what run through were so tight. Okay, it's worn grooves in it, but I don't think that's moved for a long time. And obviously, this is not greased, but that needs greasing when it goes back, so it fits in there. And obviously the same on the casing. I hope we're not gone too blurred. Let's go back. I can just about see the screen. Focus, yeah, look. Yeah, so I've got that to do. It's getting late now, it's about past 8, I think it is, at night. So in the morning, obviously I'm going to keep filming, but in the morning I'm going to take this outside and, oh, there's a bloody fly coming, gone out. Yeah, I'm going to take this outside and jet wash it. Hopefully, I've got a different jet wash out there, and I'm hoping it's going to work. So wash this down with the mats on it, because it's easier to wash them on here. If you take them off, they just blast all over the place. Then I'll take these off and give it another wash down, just so we're not working in crap, and then we can turn it over, start on the welding. I've got to get that off, but that can wait. The clutch pedal can wait. It's handy to have it where it is while I line all this side up. Like, so I'm going to move. If you haven't watched the other one, we can start again. If you haven't watched it, you won't know, but I'm going to, something like that, I'm going to move it over to this side. So it's done with your left foot, and have the throttle over that side. It's all right for Louis, because he don't know any different, but because he drive cars and stuff, it's all. But yeah, look, it's getting there. Everything's off of it. What I need to get off of it for now, and then, like I say, I'm going to put this. I might put this on the trestles now, so I can sweep up and I'll hoover up underneath it. I'll get it on the trestles tonight. I can hoover up, clean up a bit, pick all my nuts and bolts what I knocked everywhere when it fell off the axle stands. But nuts and bolts everywhere. And start cleaning up the garage tonight, and then the first thing in the morning we'll start filming what we do. I'll wash it down. You won't want to see that, I don't think, but maybe you will. We'll see. See how much film I've got, and then we'll put it upside down on the trestle and start putting the bits of metal in it. Yeah, all good stuff. Right, it's up on the trestles. So, but like I say, what my plan is to wash it down. It's getting dark outside, so my plan is tomorrow to get outside and wash it down. May not get washed, you know how it is. Let's turn it over and start welding. Clean it up a bit and then start welding. Right, it's been about a week since that bit of film you've already seen. Nothing's over a week. And other things I ain't been going on, I ain't been very well either. So yeah. So it's finally washed. I've got washed it down today. And I've cleaned out the workshop, hoovered it all up. So I'm all ready to start welding. I might do a bit tonight and then carry on. But so that'll be the next part. I've managed to watch this bit back. There's miles too much talking in it, so next time I won't be so much talking. And yeah. But if you like it, give us a thumbs up. Help the video go along. You know how it is. And you know about the subscribing thing. You know about that. And yeah, I think that'll be it until next time. So remember, it's okay not to be okay, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.